Alright, what is up, everybody? As we have two matchups for you guys tonight. We have Swaginators versus Odorant Doom Metuant, which I believe is Latin. It's for Let Them Hate, but Always Fear, I think? That's what it translates to? Something like that. And we do have an invitational squad here tonight as well, with Ethos Esports versus Cantaloupe Coop at 10 p.m. Eastern, which should be interesting. What up, Ned? Ned showing up in the chat. What a gamer. Ned Moisture. The resident 2v2 god himself. So welcome one and all. Sean Jix here as well. CJ. All the boys in chat, and welcome to everyone in here. Let me turn my light on. There we go. Got the key light. We played the number 2 seed and won. So what is up, everybody? We have some matchups here for you tonight. We have a Tier 5 1v1 as our first game up between Swaginators and, geez, how do I even say this name again? Hold on. Odorant Doom Metuant. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's Latin, and I'm pretty sure it translates roughly to something like let them fear, or let them hate as long as they fear, or something like that. Roughly translates to around that. It's been a while since I've brushed up on Latin, but you know. That's the plan. So we have about 4 minutes before this matchup starts, and both of these guys relatively even if we look at the matchups page here. If we take a look at it, and our boy Hootie Aries, and Hootie jumping in. Thank you for the follow. We're just about to go over your guys' relatively even stats for the most part. Swaginators Hootie ahead in his own record, but the stats relatively almost the same. Mammoth, on the other hand, I believe a game down from Swaginators, but like I said, it should be an evenly matched game here tonight, as it's looking like Hootie able to join the match. So we will wait on Mammoth. JXC saying, let's go, Hootie. So, we do have a fan in the chat. So, JXC, let me know what's been impressive about Hootie thus far in the 1v1 matchups. Is he a good mechanical player? Does he make really smart game decisions? Because somebody has, you know, when a player has an edge that you guys see within these records like that, they usually have a certain play style they like going for. If they're extremely mechanical, whether or not they're just really good placement for shots. So JXC has the down and dirty info. Or we can ask the man himself, as Mammoth Jones getting in here. It's looking like we can start our matchup, boys, as we go down to the main stage. He's my upcoming teammate. All right. So we have a Tier 5 matchup. Hootie Aries and Mammoth Jones in the building tonight. And we'll see how it turns out. The face-off goes completely even. Both players getting sent back across the pitch. Hootie going to cut in. Elects not to take the boost, just goes for the ball. He'll slam this one down the corner. Mammoth will take control. Past him, Mammoth. Wide open net on the other end. Just needs to dribble it down and does. Hitting all the small pads. And Mammoth getting the first goal here in this matchup. As it was a risky commit coming out of Swaginators. Sean plays. I will be going right back into another... doing the invitational matchup tonight, which is going to be pretty insane. Hootie Aries trying to get back downfield. Mammoth just going to cut it inside. He'll take it all the way across. He'll try and cut back inside. Hootie trying to rush it back to the ball. Can't get the save in time. And Mammoth Jones has found some good plays through midfield. Not really committing on the ball. Not putting himself in any spot where he can be exposed. And the face-off from Hootie going to be a difference maker instead as he puts himself within one. What up, Schmidt? So Schmidt, it's gonna be a crazy night, dude. I actually get to cast the one of the invitational teams for IGL. So the tier 1 teams that get invited by IGL and through their franchise divisions. As a shot from Mammoth. Again, these face-offs. Mammoth adjusting well this time, just going for the boost, playing it smart, playing it smooth. Just waiting for Hootie to cut in for him to make his own decision on the ball. Yeah, it's a good thing I did recover from Sunday. Mammoth Jones. Downfield, he'll lose control for this one for a second. This will just play right into Hootie. Hootie. Good flick over top. See if he can get the recovery on the wall. Mammoth takes a shot that'll go wide. As Hootie looking for a little control. Glances this one off the wall through mid. Hootie stuffed at the line by Mammoth, but this one just going to bounce right back down to him. Mammoth just looking for a little boost. Might go for a shot off the ceiling here. Never mind. He's just going to let it go. Play to ground. Mammoth, his ground game has been pretty good thus far as Hootie trying to rush down the field. Open net for a second. Mammoth gets the save as he'd had just enough boost to get in front of it. Hootie now with a good chance. Going to take the shot right behind him. Great placement by Hootie Aries. And Hootie doing a good job taking that 50 along the wall, making sure to get back for the rebound out in front. And tucks it right behind Mammoth Jones' car. Noticed he was going sideways. And just put it behind him. Alright, CJ. Sounds good, my man. As Hootie Aries, ceiling shot opportunity. Takes it to the short side, but Mammoth going to stand him, has an open net the other way, and that will be that. As he pushes his goal lead back to 2. So again, Mammoth Jones just kind of waiting on Hootie Aries for the most part. Letting him shoot the ball, letting him dribble through mid if he feels so inclined. And Mammoth very stingy about when he generally challenges the ball. Mammoth off the sidewall. Chance here for Hootie. Takes the shot. Sharp angle and in. Hootie Aries. Again, another great placement shot from Hootie. As he waited for Mammoth to hit that one off the sidewall. Not a lot of places for Mammoth to go with that save. And Hootie reading it perfectly. Able to put it in. Alright, see you in a bit, Schmidt. Mammoth. Just going to wait. Hootie going to take it all the way back to his zone as he collects some boost. Hootie up over top. Try and trace this one down off the wall. He'll slam it deep as Mammoth just going to go to his own net. Hootie off the sidewall. Looking for a little dunk down in front, and Mammoth comes up big. Hootie going to play it all the way back again. Hootie taking a little more control this time round as he tries to wave dash off the wall. Mammoth clears it in. Hootie down in front this pinch. Mammoth is going to go up as Hootie beats him to it, but Mammoth, a good recovery, but Hootie gets the boost. Hootie, shout on, short side, and off the post as Hootie trying to get back to it, tries to go far side instead. And this one going to skirt wide as Mammoth looking to go off to the races, but zero boost. He's just going to try and force it downfield as Hootie, with time, with boost, takes a shot to the far side, and Mammoth we're able to push this one away. Now he has some boost to work with as he'll cut across mid. Shot from Hootie. It's going to go wide, and the bump from behind Mammoth, making sure he cannot cut that ball in. As Hootie, again, just trying to boost starve out a little bit now. Hootie, seen a little bit of macro decision-making here as he steals the boost, and a cut under Mammoth, making sure he can't recover to this one in mid. Mammoth off the sidewall. Hootie, unfortunately, oh my, as he almost own goals. Mammoth feels backflip, man. Got to take a shot off the backboard. Still back down in front. Hootie going to commit. Still there off the backboard. Mammoth with a chin. The huge bump from Hootie. What a heads-up play by this guy. Hootie taking the bump play, realizing Mammoth was going to have a chance to put that in finally after it rebounded off the backboard twice. Takes the man instead of the ball and forces it out, and he reaps the benefits here as he is able to go down the field, stealing boost all the way, taking a smart 50 along the wall, and getting a goal. So Hootie fighting his way back into this game with 37 seconds left. The score all tied up. Hootie gonna peel off this one as he pushes it towards mid. Hootie, good control. He's going to snag the boost as well. He's going to wait for this to drop. Going to take a sharp angle shot to the short side that skips off the wall. Hootie. He'll wait as Mammoth going to take this one deep to corner. Mammoth, a good pinch to center. Can he get to it? No, as this recovery off the wall, not the greatest, as Hootie downfield, 3 seconds left. Can he win it? Looking for a buzzer beater. Still there, but no. As we go to overtime here in game one. Mammoth. He'll ignore the boost. Never mind. He'll back up into it now. We'll go for the challenge. Up over Hootie. That one glances off the sidewall. Hootie gets to it. And he'll send it deep. Chance here for Hootie. Open net. Shot. And that one going to be in as Hootie Aries. You know, patience is a virtue. Really just kind of sat back and downloaded Mammoth's playstyle, and with several great placement shots, Hootie Aries able to come back in game one and win it in overtime. So Swaginators take the 1-game lead as we go to game two. 11 shots from Hootie Aries as he started to really pour it on in the last 2.5 minutes of that game. All right, CJ. I hope you have a fun time doing stats. That sounds horrible. I was never good at math. But even I can see this score. 11-5 for the shot totals. That's what you want to see on the side of Swaginators. And Mammoth maybe going to look to be a little more aggressive this game. Had traditionally for the first half of that game kind of really sat it out. And let Hootie kind of do what he wanted with the ball. And he just capitalized on mistakes instead. As Hootie try for a flick. Top shelf in that one. Ringing off iron. As Hootie will try and collect the ball. This one down to him. He'll wait for the hop. He'll take this one up and over. Looking for the middle of the net. And Hootie gets a great first goal. As he had forced Mammoth to commit on that. He wanted to go to the corner for boost. Had to cut back around. And Swaginators the early 1-0 lead. But face-offs really so important in ones. You can literally score off of those and those alone to win a game. And Hootie, good wave dash recovery, holding down that power slide button as the shot coming to the far side. Mammoth cuts back in. Great placement as he just waited out that touch from Hootie Aries. Really didn't have many places to put this other than his backboard or to that far corner. Mammoth getting a good read on the ball, able to undercut that shot and in. As Mammoth, he'll win a face-off. He'll grab the boost as well. He's looking to turn this one back around as Hootie pinches this up the boards. Mammoth going to go for a shot. Whips on that. But he can get back safely downfield as Hootie looks to start his rush. Mammoth looking to play the ball off the wall and does as Hootie going to try and push it back into his own corner. Mammoth chasing him all the way. Mammoth with the boost advantage now as Hootie tips it off the ceiling, but not enough. And Mammoth, again, Mammoth with this playstyle of just waiting for Hootie to commit and make a mistake, and then just immediately capitalizing on the positioning. So Mammoth, 2 unanswered goals. Hootie back down the sideline as he'll wait, force the commit out of Mammoth. He'll get a second hit, and Hootie try and take this one to corner. Mammoth sticking with it. We get a long clear off the backboard, out in front, and Hootie denies him. Now he has an open net the other way. Can he put it on? That one might be a slight bit off as it rolls up the post. Hootie gonna go over top. He'll just look to collect boost and then challenge. Hootie to the sidewall. Mammoth able to force the 50 out. Mammoth trying to cut back inside. He'll take the man instead as Hootie will calmly play the 50 as he'll be off to the races now. Again, another open net, and this time he will not miss as the score evened up at 2 apiece. Mammoth, another good face-off from him. Takes the shot to the far side. Hootie able to deflect that one all the way down to the opposite corner. Mammoth up over one. As Hootie standing this one up in midfield, just trying to buy himself a little time. As he realized Mammoth did have that side boost. Shot from Hootie, blocked away. Mammoth taking the angle. Mammoth doing a good job of denying big boost pads to Hootie Aries. As this one, far side, Hootie looking for a little redirect shot and on, and Hootie has been picturesque perfect on his shot placement here tonight. So Hootie up 3-2. He'll take a 50. Forces the touch out of Mammoth as that one goes deep. He'll snag the boost as well, looking for a little doomsy dish out in front, and this one will just be wide. He'll play it off the wall. Hootie can't rush it mid as Mammoth. It's a touch over midfield. Mammoth down to corner. Hootie not the best touch. Here's a chance for Mammoth. Trying to cut it back inside, and this one swatted out to mid by Hootie. Look out as he is almost demoed. Ceiling shot. Hootie just going to wait as this one pops off the sidewall, back on the front, still going to drop down, and Mammoth looking for a little clear. Hootie just going to play the touch as he'll take it all the way back to his own corner. And a long shot from Hootie just going to float into the short side. Mammoth was maybe waiting for an errant touch down through to the corner. Instead, Hootie just takes it off the wall, takes a long blast shot from mid. And Mammoth just going to let Hootie cut this one inside. Look out, shot on it. Hootie again, his shot placement just in front of Mammoth. And this guy, when you give him some time, you get him accustomed to your own play style. It's looking like he's finding all the seams that he can kind of pick you apart at. As that is, I believe, 4 unanswered goals for him. He was down 2-1 early as this one deflects it in. And Mammoth Jones had a quality chance there as that one rung off the crossbar. Hootie with some time. Mammoth, the fake from Hootie. What a fake. As he just tries to sling that one in. Mammoth was able to get back to it. Shot to the far side by Hootie as Mammoth trying to push this one along. Shot out in front. Hootie tips it in. And Mammoth was trying to get that one across. Unfortunate touch as that one catches the bottom of his car. Really messing up his recovery, so just an unlucky touch. Hootie wins the faceoff clean and another goal. As he will put himself firmly in control of this game with a 5-goal lead. Hootie. He'll take that mid boost and proceed to go in as he'll play this off the side while Mammoth gets a good challenge as Hootie. Touch up for a little quick shot to the short side as Mammoth comes out to challenge him. This 50. They go down to Hootie's end. Watch out. Mammoth open that opportunity. He's going to bury it. So at 23 seconds left, Mammoth trying to make a game of it. As he still does need 4. Needs some clean face-off goals to try and come back in this game. And Hootie is going to snag that big boost pad, and he'll look to shoot. He's going to try and put it away here. Tries to put it under. Gets the bump instead. Now Mammoth trying to go downfield. Hootie off the wall. Grabs the boost, and now he has an open net again to put it away. And Hootie is going to be able to take a 2-0 advantage here in 6 seconds. So Mammoth again trying to emulate a little bit of that playstyle where he's waiting for Hootie to make a mistake, but as this series has progressed, Hootie taking more and more time with the ball, progressing towards the net inch by inch, and when you have his kind of accuracy, it's a dangerous approach to let him do that. As we see here, the shot total's climbing ever higher for Hootie as he gets 14 this game with 8 goals on the board. So we'll see if Mammoth just goes for some more 50s this next game. It is his elimination match. As Swaginators take the 2-0 series lead. Mammoth still can come back. Has shown that he can score pretty much at will when he gets a good opportunity, and shows good decision making when Hootie does give him a chance to capitalize on the ball. Has been able to score through that route. But we'll see what he decides to go with here in Game 3. So Game 3, Hootie Aries with a chance to close it out here for Swaginators. As Mammoth gets a good face-off, he'll get the boost as well. He's going to look to turn and shoot right away, and Hootie going to block that as this one going to go towards his backboard. Not in the greatest spot. Mammoth trying to read it as this one, Hootie will turn around and push to his own corner. He'll get a good recovery up the wall. Hootie is going to let this one bounce again. Takes the first initial one, but gets the flick as he scoops it under, takes it to the short side, and a brilliant shot there by Hootie. Mammoth just trying to shadow it out. Hootie will take the face off the side while Hootie long shotting in, and Hootie again, his placement is getting better as this series is going on. As that one right next to the post, all face off. Mammoth will take the boost and with plenty of time as Hootie not going to challenge him. Mammoth up the side wall. Now he'll cut towards mid. Hootie going to challenge him, but the ball be able to land right on his car as he flicks it downfield. Hootie tries to get that shot away after Mammoth had jumped. Hootie just going to bully him off the ball and take the shot. And Hootie, 3-0 in Game 3 already. Mammoth has done really well in the kickoff circle tonight. As he has transitioned that into a few key scoring opportunities. Hootie Back down in front. Mammoth Jones able to take the 50. He's going to look out as he's going to try and take a shot over Hootie, as that one will go to the sidewall instead. Mammoth will play it back towards his own net as Hootie takes a long shot off of that touch, and Hootie, 3:30 left. Still anybody's game, especially in ones. All it takes is a good string of face-offs, as this one not going to be looking like the string he wants. Back out in front, and Hootie able to slam it home. I think I've gotten better because the sound of Alpha Boost makes me faster. Hey man, it's a little placebo effect. Athletes do it all the time, so if it helps you, do what you can, as Hootie gets another one. Not playing around here in Game 3, really looking to close it out. Repping the Cloud9 decal. Hootie. Another good face-off that goes deep. Mammoth will try and shadow this one as it rolls in, and Hootie. What can you say? 7-0. Take another face-off as Mammoth. Going to smack this one downfield. Mammoth shot to the short side. It's going to be off the post as he pre-jumps it, trying to get an angle. Hootie back down through mid. He'll take the 50 as he's looking to bump Mammoth instead. Hootie takes a long shot. Mammoth can try and turn on this one as Hootie will take the 50 instead. Mammoth getting bumped around the field like crazy as Hootie going to take another shot. This one off the bar as his perfect placement streak kind of comes to an end there. And Mammoth puts it in the open net, far corner, making sure Hootie not going to be able to get to it. So 7-1, the Brazilian effect. And we shall see if Mammoth going to be able to take it back. Mammoth shot. That one rolls up the sidewall. He'll touch it down as Hootie takes it across. The 50 for Mammoth is good as he cuts back in. Shot to the short side. Hootie, big save. And Hootie, he'll take the 50. 2 minutes left. Hootie trying to wave dash this one downfield. The 50 from Mammoth is good as he'll go short side again off the post. Mammoth has been so close to just sneaking these shots in as Hootie downfield. Mammoth gets a touch over him. Mammoth going to send it in as Hootie deflection comes to the far side. Hootie, another nice touch with a recovery and tries to sneak it under. Hootie is going to play keep away for a second as he'll hit this one across. Just trying to burn some time off the clock. Maybe keep that Brazil as Hootie 50s to corner. Mammoth going to try and cut back in on this ball. One tap off the sidewall. Again, looking for that short side. He has been all over that side of the net as Hootie is going to fake it. Takes the control instead. And a long clear by Mammoth. He's going to try and get the read off the wall. Never mind. He's going to cut it in as he has some boost. And the Brazil off the table here with a minute to play. I don't think he's going to be able to get the double Brazil as Mammoth making a game of it. Mammoth taking a nice shot. Good placement by him as his placement's starting to get better now here in Game 3. Hootie takes another good face-off. Open net to shoot at Mammoth. Can't get back in time. And it is so integral in ones to be able to get these face-offs. Mammoth, straight clean win. As Hootie, unfortunately, flipping a little wide there. As Mammoth does a good job staying on track. And another face-off win by Mammoth. Mammoth Another goal, making it interesting. Mammoth just 3 goals behind now. Has been absolutely sublime in the face-off circle here in Game 3. As he'll win another one, Mammoth. Just need to get a few small pads and get going. As the touch from Hootie comes out to mid. 30 seconds left. Mammoth just needs to turn downfield. Mammoth with some daylight to shoot at. Forces the 50 instead. And Hootie gonna try and tuck this one away to end it all. And he gets his 3rd hat trick. You almost did, Stir Fried. Almost. Mammoth. Face off. This one right in. Mammoth not giving up until the last second. Mammoth, the king of the face-off circle. Hootie just trying to hold on. Thought the 9 goals were going to be enough, but Mammoth saying no, no, no. Hootie just trying to kill as much time off the clock as he can. As Mammoth rushing downfield, trying to get one more for pride. As this one goes the way of Swaginators. A 3-0 sweep, but the series a lot closer than it would have you believe, especially this Game 3. Swaginators. Yes, sir. This is playoffs. I do assume. I actually have to check. Does it change from best of... Probably should have read those announcements, yeah. Okay, so the championship matches are longer series, so not best of 5. Gotcha. Alright, I just wanted to check, make sure they didn't have to play any more games. That would have been interesting. So, Hootie, great series from you, my man. As, like I was saying to your loyal viewers here, you had a few fans in chat. And I was saying that your shot placement was excellent that game. Your decision-making kind of going quicker and quicker. You had good ball control. And especially after he gave you space, you were able to take it, place a good shot, and really set yourself up for success with some of the boost steals as well. And on the other end, Mammoth doing a great job, especially in the face-off circle all night long. Really came close to even tying it up against Hootie in that last game just with his face-offs alone. The the 9-goal lead maybe just a little too much padding as he tried to rush back into it, but Mammoth definitely a player to watch out for. He was doing a really good job in the last one, man. But Hootie, thank you for letting me cast your game. And best of luck in playoffs, team, my man. As you are a definite force to be reckoned with in Tier 5. As we do have one more game tonight, guys. We have Ethos Esports, an invitational matchup between Ethos Esports and Cantaloupe Coup. I only lost one series. Yeah, I saw. I was checking your records, and I looked at all your stats and everything like that. You only lost, I believe it was one series to, who was it? It was during week 4. It was like no Cheez-Its or something like that. I think it was your only loss on the season. But congrats, man. And like I said, best of luck in playoffs. And guys, if you liked my commentating, like what you heard, like what you saw, definitely drop me a follow. We're on our way to 1,000 followers. Just crossed 800 in our last IGL stream. So we are quickly approaching it. Flamin' Hot Cheetos, that was it, yeah. He demos. Ah, okay. Yeah, we have a few guys like that that do that kind of stuff in ones. It's rough. It's rough when they do it well too. Not just like mindlessly demoing you, but like demoing you for a purpose. So it makes it extremely hard to. It gets real frustrating. It gets in your head. But if you see like you seem like you got it on lock now. You're confident going into that matchup. He's so good at demos. It's insane. The next Rocket Sledge. He's gonna start making a YouTube channel. You're gonna be the first clip. He's the Woody of lower ranked. Yeah. I'll see him in the finals. Yeah, your division might come down to the two of you, as I believe he is sporting a very similar record to you. I think only dropped one series as well. Hey, welcome back, Schmidt. So this is the portion, guys, where I kind of transition over all my overlays because I'm lazy and I don't feel like creating 9 different scenes inside OBS to use. So if you guys have any questions for me, let me know. This is the kind of the ask the audience portion where you guys can interact with me after your games. He's 18-0. Dear Lord. That's insane. Something tells me he's probably not going to be a tier 5 in the next IGL circuit. What's the painting in the background? I have no idea. I'm pretty sure it was here when we got the house. It's like a house on a hill. It's actually pretty bleak looking. It's like straight out of like Resident Evil Village. I got my hockey memorabilia over there. I'll be tier 4 for ones, tier 3 for twos. Nice, dude. Yeah, you're gonna be climbing your way up. You and my boy CJ. Maybe you guys will square off in the 2v2 section. Alright, time to set up all of our nice... You're right, man. Maybe that's where... So it was like an old lady that lived here before. And she was, she might have had some dimension. Maybe she hid some money in the walls. Maybe it's behind that painting. I'll be checking it later, so, you don't know. It'll be like, the new safe reveal of Reddit. I'll be tier 3 in threes, man. Yeah, jumping like 2 tiers is pretty impressive. You'll definitely have some stiffer competition for sure. That would be sick. Schmidt, I could fund my own Rocket League team. Go and enter you guys in some tournaments. I'll start my own franchise in IGL. Gills Hit Squad. Rolling across all divisions. I'm so bad at ones. That's why I like watching you guys play ones. Just my brain can't handle it. My decision making sucks. My ball handling skills are even worse. It's an absolute monsoon. Schmidt, I haven't seen rain in a few days, dude. It was so nice out. It was like 71 degrees, perfect bit of cloud cover. Wind. Dude, I ate lunch outside. I nearly fell asleep and didn't go back in. I'll be playing for Cat 9 next season. Is that like a meme version of Cloud9? Because you already got the decal for it, gamer. Yeah, that'll be sick. Hootie, I'll have to keep an eye out, dude. I always like returning viewers. We've had a few teams this season that have come back to the stream, and I really liked casting. I guess they really liked it too, because they kind of stuck around. It's always nice creating a little storyline for the next matchups. It was gloomy all day, then it got dark. Don't worry, Schmidt. I'm sure the rain will let up soon, and you can be happy again. So we are just getting all of our overlays set up for the next game because I am oh so lazy, and I don't like to do it beforehand. So ain't nobody got time for that, in the wise words of Benjamin Franklin. I just hope power doesn't go out. Dude, if there's one thing that makes me mad, is like when I go to start my weekend, and that's when the power cuts out. Like right as I'm getting home from work Friday, I'm ready to just relax, zen out, take a shower. I don't even get a shower, and the power goes out. Because when it goes out here, dude, it goes out for like 3 days minimum. Because we're like the literal last stop. Because we're in like the middle of a cornfield. They don't turn the power on for us. They just assume we're farmers and have generators. It's rough. Alright. Got one logo down. I'm thankful I didn't have to say that guy's crazy Latin team name again. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it like loosely translated to something like "let them hate, but as long as they fear." I haven't took Latin in, man, since high school. We're talking 14 years ago. Good on you, man. Not many people make those kinds of decisions. This man's the decision maker. He's a mover. He's a shaker. As I need to rehydrate. Oh my. This next series is going to be cracked. Good old CJ Godzilla. The man's looking for an org. Who'd have thought? So we got about 20 minutes, guys, before our next matchup. So we're just going to kind of vibe. Mess around. We like to keep our music playlist running. I could represent somebody in IGL. So they do have franchise teams, CJ. That do have players, and they do get people into the invitationals when they're at the tier 1 level. So definitely something maybe you can aspire to. Grind it on up. So how does your interview go, CJ? Let me know. First of all, who was your caster that gave you the interview? King Fury. Yeah, Fury ain't mad. He does a good job. I hop around the IGL guys stream every once in a while. I always try to host one of them too when I leave. I'm not sure anyone has any time slots open past 10 o'clock tonight, but we will find out. But don't worry, CJ, he's not as cool as me, right? The Olympus League basically said me and Pops couldn't play the 3v3? What do you mean? You guys are goated. Who do they have? Are they saying it's because you were too high? Imagine saying somebody is too good to play on your team. But that's funny because they allow Zerf in there. Isn't Zerf like that man gets to like 1900? That man was playing against Alpha and all these other guys. Oh, I didn't realize that, CJ. I didn't know they were doing a 3v3 league. I thought you meant they had something for IGL. Okay. Well, that's still that's still unfortunate, Schmidt, but maybe you just are too good. Schmidt, what are you at right now? Rowan, a Normo, and Zerf. Yo, feels bad, man. Can you imagine just on the outside looking in? Yeah. Well, they played their 2v2 matchups out, so that was good. It's the Cool Kids Club. Well, if you guys can't play, I definitely can't play. 3K MMR Gil just running it. I just go, okay, I'll play solo. Just send the other 3 against me. It's just like I get to be the raid boss that every team has to face once a week. Oh, Panda. Call Panda in here. So, Panda, we just had our first playoff match of the night in a 1v1 scenario, so something you're well familiar with. As Panda, one of our resident returners to the stream, through to playoffs as he did not lose a game on stream with us. So, Panda, what's your first matchup looking like for the playoffs, my man? Oh, there's black chrono wheels in the shop. Hello? But nothing else that looks decent. Thank you for following Carbar 4,444. Welcome. We're just vibing right now to our next series. We have Ethos Esports versus Cantaloupe at 10 o'clock Eastern. 2 invitational teams, tier 1 matchup as they look to close out the season. As it should be a pretty close matchup. Both those teams relatively evenly matched. As Cantaloupe, unfortunately, with the departure of their mainstay, Stinky Gillespie, Kind of all the eyes going to be on the team captain here tonight, Killa, to try and right the ship. I believe they got 3-0'd last week by Eclipse. So they're looking to turn it around here tonight, as well as Ethos coming off a loss. So they're trying to do the exact same thing. So it's going to be a battle at which team can get the momentum first. Might get an award this week for IGL because they scored a lot. All right, CJ, starting to farm some rewards. All right, my man. CJ, man, you've put in more work in Rocket League than literally half the people I know. No cap. Ever since you said, oh, I'm going to be able to join STS next year, you were on the grind. Never stopped. So props to you, my man. So we have about 15 minutes before our next matchup, guys. I'll be PMing the captains all their lobby info in about 5 to 6 minutes. I do like to try and let them have the information early just so they're, if they are finishing up a, practice match, trying to get warm, they have the info, they're not rushing to get in at the last second. Perks of being seed number 1 is I have to wait until week 2 of playoffs. Panda. What a guy. It feels good to be at the top, doesn't it? Feels good to be king. Well, Panda, best of luck to you in week 2. I hope to see you around. I have that strange magic when I cast you that you just can't lose, right? As Virtue Esports definitely bought into that mentality. I cast their week 6 matchup versus Knights of RL, both the 1 and 2 seeds in Tier 2 division entirely. And Virtue took the dub. So they still have not lost on stream when I have cast them. So maybe we're looking for that matchup in the finals of Tier 2 for sure. Ooh. I didn't know you were in a 3v3 team, Panda. If you have 2 more of you in there, I don't see how you guys lose. Your 1v1 mechanics were off the charts. How do your other 2 teammates play? Did they play supportive? Did they play really aggressive? What do they do? Because it's always nice to know. Alright, well, might as well get this private match all squared away. They're the aggressive ones? You play second and third, man. What a change. Especially with how well you challenge the ball in ones. I did not expect that. I'm gonna have to look up some of your guys' previous casters. I'm gonna have to watch some of the VODs. The fact that you have 2 teammates that are more aggressive than you is pretty comical in my head. So I'll definitely have to check out how you guys play. I am just trying to get all my stuff set up. That way I can PM the captains pretty fast. Put your teammate streams. Well, Panda, throw me a Twitch whisper, and I'll check it out. Like I said, it's always nice to see. Always nice to see a different perspective too. If your teammate streams, does it have the comms in there when he streams? I think I'm spelling this wrong. What is going on? Yep, comms and all. Okay, I'll definitely have to check it out then. Okay, I guess this is him. Oh man. So guys, we will be on our featured matchup, our match of the night here. And that's two of the invitational teams from IGL going to be duking it out. Tier 1 3v3 between Ethos Esports and Cantaloupe Coop. And it should be a relatively even matchup here tonight. Both the teams' records right around the same. Trying to get these last two games and to improve their records headed into playoffs. 36 roadkill teams made it to playoffs. Oh my, dude. That's insane. Roadkill. A heck of a franchise in and of itself. I don't know where Normo is. He's probably memeing around a chat somewhere. CJ gonna take it upon himself to be the arbiter of justice in 1v1s. Alright, team captains, I am about to send the info, so if either of you are in here. Yeah, so these are the guys you should be going against, Schmidt. As we're trying to get nice and hydrated before this next matchup. Schmidt is a winner. That's all the man can do. He was oh so close to being a two-time SGS champion. Alright guys, so while we got a little time, let's take a look at the matchups here tonight. As both of these teams pretty goated on the sticks. like I said, the record's extremely close between both of their respective franchises. The defending champ was dethroned, though. Exactly, man. But, you know, just kind of happens from time to time. As we take a look at it, Ethos Esports coming in 2.26 goals, 4.3 saves. And like I said, both these teams' totals right neck and neck. Ethos Esports 6-6 on the season. Cantaloupe's 4-8. And with 2 games to go, looking to improve their records here before the end of the regular season. As my player to watch on the side of Ethos is going to be Z. Their definite playmaker with 1.4 goals on the offensive side of the ball and a key asset in assisting the rest of their team. But on the other side, with the departure of Stinky Gillespie, leaving kind of a hole in their team, all eyes going to be on their team captain, Killa, here tonight. And he's their most well-rounded kind of last back, third man player. And hopefully they can get it done here tonight. Stinky departing to focus on some schoolwork. So we wish him the best. As we shall try and get into game here relatively soon. Both teams, like I said, I like to get the information out just a little early. That way, just in case they are warming up, having some practice matches, they have time to just snag the info, jump in whenever they want before their game time. Next team, I need a position to where I could be on Pobs' team. Why would we ever let that happen, Schmidt? You had a chance when I drafted you in my all-star team, and you guys got slapped around by Heritage. All right, Panda. Well, thank you for showing up. I hope I get to see you during your ones matchup in week 2, and I wish your 3v3 team the best of luck. And I will definitely check out your VOD later with some comms in it. And I hope you have a great night. So guys, wish him a great night. Throw him some love before you leave. Hey, listen, it ain't fair. Heritage was goated. I can't even remember who else was on this team. I just remember him scoring 3 goals a game every single time. You guys tried to reverse sweep. I think it was you, Pobs, and Zuckster. And you guys came within 1 game of getting the reverse sweep. And then they closed it out with like 2 quick goals in the last like minute of play that kind of shut us down. Yeah, I'm 0 for 2 on my all-star picks. I gotta turn it around this season. I gotta go 500 with my All-Stars this year. Was it dusted? I think we had 4 people though, right? You Pobs, it might have been you Pobs and Dusted. I was like, man, I got Dusted to just defend the end, and you guys can go crazy on offense since you both are doubles partners. It was like literally the dream team. And then Heritage did Heritage things, and then it was over. Oh, Payne was the other one. Yeah, Novix. Good old Novix. I haven't seen Novix in forever. He was supposed to be our graphic designer for this season. And he just like dipped off the face of the planet. I have no idea what happened to him. That poor man. I remember Heritage being really, really clutch on the backboard that series. He did not give you guys a chance to pass the ball at all either. So that was one of the suggestions that Seth had that he brought up, was that we have the Season 1 champs play the Season 2 champs. So Schmidt would return with Astonic, Zuxter, and Jacobo versus Normo, Rowan, and Majestic Coconut. That would be quite the interesting matchup for sure. Yeah, I haven't seen Jacobo around in a while. I don't even know if he's still... Does he still stream? I know he did Minecraft stuff for a while. Alright, guys. We're getting close to game time. As we do have 1 minute. Teams should start filing in here relatively soon. I'd have to get Astonic playing Rocket League again. Astonic was so good in ones, too. He, like, got SSL real easy. And then he just stopped playing Rocket League. What was he playing, Schmidt? If it wasn't Rocket League. I know he dabbled in, like, Destiny 2 for a little bit. So, welcome for all of you just joining us. We have a Tier 1 matchup. Two IGL Invitational teams on the pitch tonight. Ethos Esports versus Cantaloupe Coop. And both of these teams looking to get back on track after their losses last week. And Ethos sporting that 6-6 record with 2 games to play. Cantaloupe at 4-8. And both of these teams looking to close out the season circuit strong as we try and get some of the players in here very soon. I did read this right. Their matchup was at 10, right? Make sure I'm not crazy. Hopefully it wasn't one of those bugs where they meant like they had the different time zone in. Because it might be 10 p.m. Eastern for me. But it might be like if they're on the West Coast, it would not be a match I would be able to cast. All right. If it's 10 CST. No, the team captain just responded to me. He just said he was in a 8-minute overtime or something like that in his ranked match. So it's looking like they're going to be joining here in just a second as Diesel, Poke, and Slaney are in here as we await Cantaloupe. So the boys ready and raring to go after a heated overtime. It's looking like my player to watch not in their lineup tonight. So I'm going to switch it over. I'm actually going to... Slaney is now going to be my new player to watch. As He's come in strong. Plus, he had the old school Superman S, like the old ghetto chain. I saw it as his logo, so he must be a boomer like me. Maybe. He's rocking the OSU tag, though, so maybe not. But Slaney is now going to be my player to watch on the side of Ethos Esports. And like I said, with the departure of Stinky Gillespie on the side of Cantaloupe, Killa, the team captain, all eyes going to be on him here tonight. Going to have to try and pull the troops through and get that dub. So we had a relatively good 1v1 earlier in that Tier 5 matchup. Mammoth not able to get the dub, but Hootie Aries definitely going to be a player to watch, as Hot Flame and Cheetos was the only one to hand him a loss in his Tier 5 division. I believe that going to be a preview of the finals to occur. Kind of built different, exactly. Hootie I've been playing since the original Season 1. And I wish I had, one, found better controls earlier on so it didn't get ingrained in my muscle memory. And two, just practiced in free play more than I actually had. I actually learned how to play this game really in Chaos. There's nothing there's nothing more challenging than like trying to get boost and knowing when to challenge the ball in 4s. Dude, I was a Chaos main. People don't understand the raw power. People don't understand that, like, you get molded in Chaos. You learn, like I said, you learn real quick whether or not you can get to a ball or not. Because it's ping pong and everywhere. You learn how to challenge at a split second. When you gotta make room for the boys, exactly. So guys, just a little update. Ethos Esports did say that Cantaloupe is having a little bit of a technical difficulty with the game. I don't know whether it's on their end or with my lobby. We're still trying to get it all squared away. But the game just going to be delayed just a little bit. But stick around. It should be a heck of a matchup to watch. Like I said, both of these teams, IGL invitational teams in Tier 1. So the best of the best that IGL has to offer. So Stir Fried, how's your night going, buddy? I haven't dropped into the FFBP chat in a while. But I hope you're doing well. How's the new house shaping up? Not exactly new anymore, but thank you for the follow, Diesel. Diesel, the team captain of Ethos Esports, dropping me a follow. As Diesel, since you're in chat now, who's your player to watch on your team? Since I don't know a whole lot about your different play styles, how you guys synergize well together. I know you guys have a pretty big roster. CJ with the confidence. It's a shame I don't have the prediction poll. Otherwise, you could bet your sweet non-channel points on it. Wifey's working on the next D&D campaign. Oh, man. Slaney is the sharpshooter. No problem, Killa. I know what happens, man. Trust me. I've had enough. I've had enough technical difficulties with Rocket League with updates and scheduling things. So it's really nothing out of the norm. You know, don't sweat it. All right, Hootie. Well, thank you, man. You had a great Tier 5 1v1 matchup, and hopefully I get to cast you again in playoffs, and good luck if not. And have a good night. Stream, hit him with a little love on his way out. We're all about the positive vibes here, stream. And for those of you nice IGL people here, Ethos and Cantaloupe especially, I cast like it's a hockey game. So I do nothing but raw play-by-play until there's a break in the action, and then I can do some analytic stuff. But up until then, I cast it exactly like it's a hockey game. No breaks, straight play-by-play. So it should be quite an interesting cast. We'll see how my style works. Because a lot of the IGL guys, and especially some of the RLCS guys, all they do is like hybrid cast. So I'm trying to be a new breed out here. Gil the solo caster, exactly. CJ, when you spit 400 words a minute, you can kind of get away with being a solo caster, right? I'm like if you cloned Eminem and had him play Rocket League instead. I like the style. Fill your own gaps. You don't even have anyone to throw it to. You just throw it back to yourself. That was a great play. Yeah, it was. Doing a little double talk like a straight out of Whose Line Is It Anyway? Yeah, CJ, I was trying to give him like natural pauses that he could kind of fill in. But I don't know if he was just really intimidated by my casting style or what. But I mean, it's really hard when you cast it. It was the first time that we had done it. It was during playoffs, so it was kind of rough. Oh, Diesel's a real one, dude. He knows. He knows. Oh, dude. Those episodes, and I really liked the old American version with Drew Carey, because they would just roast that guy nonstop. Wayne Brady, Colin Mockery, Ryan Stiles, and then I think one of my favorite episodes was when they had Robin Williams on there, and oh my god, I don't think I've ever laughed that hard in my life during a TV show. It was the greatest thing. That was followed very closely by the Richard Simmons episode. Oh, we need to get on the jet skis. Oh, I'll do it. Oh, dude, I was dying. The only one worthy to take over Bob Barker. Exactly, Stir Fried. Drew Carey got really skinny for a while, too. Okay, so Diesel, this is my childhood, man. This is the trifecta of great comedic actors. We had Robin Williams, we had Jim Carrey, and we had Adam Sandler. All of their movies made up the entire like comedic journey of my childhood. I'm 31 years old, so like I've been around the block for a little bit. So when either of those two guys passes away, it's the light's gonna leave the world. Those guys, I'm waiting for Jim Carrey. Like, didn't he make a movie recently? He looked like a crazy mountain man. He had this like giant beard. Adam Sandler, he's just chilling out playing basketball in L.A. I mean, he's done. He's just running around playing basketball in the streets of L.A. Jim Carrey looks like he just got lost in the woods. Really need to rewatch Liar Liar. The pen is royal blue. Darren, have you seen Goon? You might really like that. If you like that style, like that same vein of comedy, like Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, that had some really good ones in there. So, guys, it's looking like we have both of our teams in here, as I'm sure it'll be well worth the wait as we go down to the pitch. We have Ethos Esports versus Cantaloupe Coop. And it's looking like we're going to get underway. Caden, Stinky, and Killa. Stinky back in the lineup here for tonight. So maybe not quite out yet. I thought he was going to retire off that team, but maybe not, as this one comes down center. Stinky looking for a little redirect off the sidewall. Back down in front. Diesel with the defense off the post out in front and slant. Able to take it away. Killa just looking to collect boost and get back on rotation. Poke. Off the sidewall, Diesel with a chance down in front, and Killer. A great 50, as he'll try and slow it up. Poke, he'll take the 50 off him. Double commit off the sidewall as Poke looking to get it back to it, but Stinky able to push it down the corner. He'll try and cut it back mid. Stinky will take the wave dash shot. And Slaney. Good control. Slaney with a little space. Caden up for it. Able to get the block. Poke sends it back down. Caden across mid. Diesel will interrupt him as this one going to hop back off the ceiling. Slaney able to find it, but Stinky trying to predict the shot. Caden up the sidewall. Can't land the pass, so he'll take it himself as Diesel gets the block out to mid. Killa, good shot. Caden back out to mid. Chance here for Stinky. Tries to beat one. This one going crossbar and down, but Poke able to get the pinch and sends it away. Poke. Lead pass up for Diesel, broken up by Stinky. Caden, great reset. He'll fake the shot. Slaney not buying what he's selling, just teeps it in anyway. Poke. Back across mid. Stinky might own goal there, but Killer right on the line, able to save it. Diesel pass down to mid. That shot off the backboard. Poke trying to rush in. Stinky, he'll take the 50. That one's good as that one goes the distance, and Stinky off the quick play to mid, able to get the pinch down and in. So 1-0 Cantaloupe Coop. 3 to play as Poke will take a slow play off the sidewall as Stinky will get 50. Killa, last man, trying to buy his team time to rotate. Slaney off that sidewall bounce as Caden tried to cut under it with a little crispy shot. Caden back down to the far side. Poke all the way to the opposite corner as Diesel going to try and chase this one down off the sidewall. Caden whiffs on that. Back down in front. Slaney with a shot off Diesel. Back down in front, and Poke not able to bury it as that one a little too hot to handle for him as Caden gets the clear to mid. Diesel up the sidewall. Not much boost to deal with. He'll just dish it center for Poke. The redirect off the sidewall as Slaney takes a shot. This one deflected all the way down, and Poke is going to go up the sidewall. What a pre-jump from Caden, but Stinky right there with him. And Diesel through mid. Killa send it to the opposite side. Stinky let Caden handle this one in the backfield. Slaney looking for a little pinch down in front. Had a good read on the ball, but Caden wave dash pass down to Stinky. He'll try and lift it up over Diesel. Caden, good center, back down in front. He's trying to go for the demo on Poke on the back, off the post, and Stinky came nearly close to putting that one to a 2-0 lead. And Poke Trying to locate this one. Great control down to Diesel. Back off the sidewall, and Killa trying to rush out to meet this one. Slaney, big shot, and Stinky, a huge save, but he'll pay the price with his life as Poke trying to center. Slaney had already turned back for the rotation, able to cut back in. Killa gets blocked down by Diesel. Slaney to the far side, and Stinky, a huge save as Slaney hit a great beat on that ball. Poke off the sidewall looking for a double touch, but Killa takes that one away from him. Good pressure here from Ethos. Slaney trying to cut back to that short side. Stinky not letting him. Poke with some time. He'll go for the demo, but Stinky right there for the follow-up. This one still inside Cantaloupe zone. Killa needs a clear, running low on boost. Poke lets Slaney take a blast as Caden puts it to mid. The 50 still inside Cantaloupe zone as Poke trying to get back to it. And Killa finally able to get some offensive pressure going. Killa can't take the shot as Diesel go past two alongside the wall. Another demo coming out from Poke. 50 comes back. Killa has to readjust to it, but good ball control. Able to take it through mid. Poke tried to pre-jump just in case a shot was coming through. Caden will get that 50 downfield. Killa is going to take his time. Not the greatest touch as Slaney rushes and over to Poke off the sidewall, and Stinky able to send him in. 8 seconds left. Open net goal as Slaney puts it short side, but the demo play by Diesel setting this one up. Or I'm sorry, Poke setting this one up as it goes short side. Ethos able to tie it in the dying seconds of game one. Killa, long shot, looking to push his team ahead. The demo rotation coming through. Stinky, good feed, down to Caden. This one off the sidewall, still a chance here for either team. Stinky just gonna kill it as his team was running low on boost, not wanting to risk any plays getting carried downfield. The quick face-off Poke has to deny as Caden, plenty of boost, gonna send this one off the sidewall. Gets a double back down in front, and Poke with a quick save still there. Killa shot off the backboard, and this one Stinky able to find back over to Killa. The shot coming back down in front, and it is all over the place for Cantaloupe. But still, Caden shot far side, and that one just wide as Slaney. Able to finally wrestle some control away, but Stinky, the pressure is on. Back out in front, Caden with a blast, and Poke able to send this one along. Poke, great pass down to Slaney. A shot to the backboard, looking for a little double, and that one just off as Stinky to Caden. To corner as Slaney plays this up to himself. He'll let Poke take it instead. Killa just going to shadow this ball. He'll go for a hit deep to corner. Looking for a little awkward deflection as he goes for the demo rotation. Diesel was last man. He shot off the sidewall. Caden. Poke just trying to challenge. Big demo play coming out, and Slaney just a second late on that challenge as Caden send this one down. Both teams trying for that quick demo rotation on that last man as they push down into the offensive zone. Diesel shot blocked away by Caden. Killa not able to get up in time as Caden takes it over top. He'll chip and chase as Diesel will take a shot to the backboard. Killa trying to get up for this one. He'll play it over. Back out in front, and Killa will send it the length of the pitch, and Slaney will just look to reset. Dangerous ball out in front. Nobody going to commit as Cantaloupe had already turned back towards that midfield line. Diesel. Long lob shot that Caden able to deflect down to corner. Poke. Not the greatest touch, but Diesel going to be able to track it down. Back out in front. Poke. Big fake. Trying to locate it far-sided, but the own goal comes through as Stinky demoed him, thought he was going to take that quick shot, just opted to go for the man, but ends up hitting the ball. And Ethos Esports taking game one. Halibite, not the manner that they had quite hoped, but Poke gets the overtime goal. Yes, sir, CJ. But the shot totals telling a different story. 10 for Cantaloupe Coop, especially right at the beginning of overtime there. Had a few quality chances to try and put Ethos away. Hit 2 posts. And then the one just skirting wide. But Ethos doing a good job staying strong on that rotation. And Slaney definitely paying dividends on that offensive side, as he was able to get a good few touches off of that sidewall as they tried to put it up and out. So we go to game 2. Ethos, the 1-0 series lead thus far. And Diesel. Face-off will go back as Poke, trying to advance some play. The back pass going awry as Stinky, trying to take a shot to that far side. Caden over Killa as Slaney tries for the back pass. Stinky off the sidewall as Diesel gets a read. Has Slaney up for it. Caden over one, looking for a little double tap off the backboard and in. Caden, great control, good challenge. Realizing Diesel was not going to get back to it. Opts just to put it in. Caden going to try and follow with a little pre-flip. As Slaney gets a good 50. Stinky looking to control as he dances around 2 players. Killa cuts it back. He'll try and get a little touch of his own. Poke back down in front. Tic-tac-toe from Ethos. And Diesel able to score it out in front. Diesel getting a great touch corner to Poke. And a quick break route from Ethos, paying dividends as they tie this one up. Long shot over top by Caden, and he puts him back on top. Caden is so quick on these aerials. Able to get up to that extremely quickly off face-off. And Cantaloupe, 2-1 lead immediately after that goal from Ethos. Got to be a good confidence booster for them as Killa. The double tap off the side while trying to go to that short side. Caden, feed back out in front. Stinky with a shot and in. Excellent placement pass there by Caden. And Stinky able to find it out in front through 2 defenders. And Cantaloupe widening that score gap just a little as they take the 3-1 lead. Slaney can't flick this one deep as Poke goes up the sidewall. Caden able to interrupt that. Diesel, great read as he's able to get that. Diesel has a man cut in mid as Poke is blocked away by Killa. Poke back down to the far side. Caden trying to pre-flip into that. Poke can't get the touch of Slaney. He'll step in. So with 3 minutes left, Ethos trying to be a little more aggressive on offense as they had sent 2. Poke can't reach out as Slaney looking for the lead pass. Can't get it as Diesel, calm as a cucumber, able to block that first one away. Caden shot. That one ripped to the high side as Diesel gets it over mid. Slaney going to play it off the wall. Little double tap. Has Diesel on the far side, but Caden hopped the route. Stinky already down looking for it, but Caden, perfect placement down on that clear. Caden, good field awareness, knowing that Diesel was on that far side, not back in that 3rd man position. And Cantaloupe looking to run away with game 2. Poke just going to wait on that. Stinky follow up through, and he roofs that one. As Caden again trying to be the catalyst for this play, setting up the pass to Killa out in front, and Stinky right there punishing that one high to that far side as all the defenders kind of called on that left side in that big boost pad. Stinky down to Poke. Lead pass, Slaney. Back down to Poke, looking for a little shot. That one ricocheted off the backboard. Diesel with a chance, but Poke over to Diesel, back to in front, and Stinky somehow gets across to get the block. Caden. That one a ceiling pass down to Stinky. That's Slaney able to find Poke. A little double tap off the sidewall. Caden. Not able to get the deflection. Diesel. Can't push it to the backboard in time. And a long clear from Killa. I thought he hit Caden in midfield. So 6-1. Cantaloupe looking to even this series out at 1 as they take a firm hold of game 2. Slaney can't get it around as Poke trying to play for a 50, but Stinky up that sidewall with good control. He'll musty it down and in. Unfortunately, right into Slaney's. He'll take a shot. That one underneath Killa, and Slaney had a man cutting to that far side. Just in case. Poke was Johnny on the door. So 2-6. Ethos trying to gain a little confidence, gain a little momentum heading into game 3 as Cantaloupe has been rather stingy on defense thus far. Diesel shot back down in front, and Caden with the save. Now he has plenty of time. He'll take the long clear over to Killa, looking for a redirect. Short side, and Slaney able to find the save. Caden back down. Slaney, big fake. Killa last man, 2v2 as Caden rushes to get back. Caden pass all the way across to Stinky. Stinky, center, off the sidewall, back down and running. Killa right there to bury it on the doorstep. And Cantaloupe having some great clears this game. Some good backboard defense from this squad. Really paying dividends throughout game 2. And Diesel almost has a chance as Killa. It's a slight touch away from him. Caden, plenty of boost. Goes for another reset. Fakes it out instead. And Slaney pushes it up to Poke. Can't connect there, so Stinky pushes it over to Caden. Killa will step in. He'll take a shot to the short side that Poke comes across to get. Nobody there with a follow-up as Diesel's on the far side of the field. Slaney trying to put it over to him. Puts a shot on instead. And Stinky, after his nice respawn, able to find that. Shot to the short side as that one going to glance off the sidewall. Poke back down to Diesel. Slaney getting involved as Stinky. Catch that. Poke. Shot to the backboard. Caden. He'll clear it to the far side. Slane. Over to Diesel. Back to Slaney. Poke. He's trying to play a little bully ball out in front. All right, see you, CJ. And Cantaloupe Coop taking game 2 in a rather dramatic fashion. What a turnaround. As again, their shot total is climbing ever higher. 16 shots from their squad here in this game. And Caden, a definite force to be reckoned with on the offensive side of the ball. 4 assists for Stinky. All right, CJ, have a good night, my man. Chat, show him a little love on the way out as we send him to bed. So game 3, pivotal game for a team that wants to take control of this series. As Caden, good face-off down to Slaney. This one a shot on. Diesel going to try and find it. Nobody out in front of Killa. Fakes it all the way. And able to put it in. Maybe kind of confuse the defense a little bit here with this initial challenge. As both players went up. So Cantaloupe. Great play off the face-off as Slaney. Going to set up Poke. That one off the sidewall. Hey, Killa. Tries for a flick over to Stinky. Diesel breaking that one up. Caden. The pinch back in, and Stinky was oh so close to taking that shot. Stinky. Good dust in midfield. So we'll come back, Caden, look for a little block down in front. Looking for a little read. Pass back to Killa. Killa gonna take it in. Caden takes his shot away from him. As Caden for a little double tap of his own. Great control on the wall, but Slaney will stand firm in the corner. Caden will let Killa try and take that as this one hops over top. Slaney. Long touch in mid. Caden to the short side. Poke gonna rush it now as he gets a good read. Off the sidewall, looking for a little back pass down to Slaney. Shot to the short side, still out in front. Poke gonna peel off as Caden takes it to midfield, and Poke gets the clear in. Takes a shot that Killa has to block away. Caden centering feed. Diesel. Diesel has been looking for those passing lanes, looking to get in there, just get a quick transition downfield. Has hopped the route a few times here tonight, but has yet to been able to capitalize. A long shot comes down, the deflection from Caden almost going in off that doink. Killa around one, tried to put it short side to Caden. Slaney able to find the save as Killa, again, in no rush, buying his team as much time to get back on that rotation as possible. Caden. The back pass, Killa. Finds Stinky. Caden gonna play it off the sidewall. Stinky looking for an odd man rush the other way. Diesel with no boost. Gonna cut it around to trying to get the big boost pad. One of his teammates taking that away from him. So Killa tries to place a shot behind Slaney. As Caden again challenged immediately this time as Poke was all over him. Stinky with a chance. Good placement to the backboard. Looking for the follow-up. And Killa, again, that last man immediately cuts in. Looking to get a lot of pressure. Cantaloupe still in the offensive zone. As Slaney tries to clear it to the far side. Stinky going to keep it in, but the deflection from Slaney. Gonna try and set up some of their offense as Killa 50'd out by Diesel, sent to the far side. Caden through mid. Slaney has nobody. Stinky, a big shot. Caden looking for a little deflection underneath, but Slaney able to find the save as Diesel turning this one to mid. Caden off the sidewall. This one going to be back down. Killa going to let Stinky take a shot instead, and Poke a huge save on the side of Ethos. Killa. He'll 50 this one down. Little net to shoot at. He tries to put it mid. Back down in front. Stinky to the far side, and Diesel able to get the save. Caden back down to Killa as this one blocked out. Now Poke. Poke and carry with a little speed. This one up the sidewall, and Caden able to take it. Great aerial control by Caden. Had the reset, but Killa able to take the 50 and dunk it down in mid. And Cantaloupe, with just a minute 13 left, widen that gap to 2, and Ethos gonna look to stay aggressive here off this face-off. Need 2 goals to tie it up. Killa. Deep as Caden flex it back. Killa. Take the 50 as Slaney nearly read that with his free jump. Diesel off the sidewall. Back down in front. Chance here for Poke, but Stinky able to take it away. Stinky has been so good all night long defensively for the side of Cantaloupe. As Poke tries to bait this one out. Killa gonna take him at his word. Tries to put it to the far side, and Diesel looking for a teammate as Poke. It's kind of a foot race as Killa is gonna peel off. Poke trying to throw it back mid as he had Diesel trailing him. Poke will take the 50 as Stinky turns it back in. He beats 2. Caden was already pre-jumped onto the backboard. Caden trying to feed it down for a little doozy out in front, but he'll skirt wide as Stinky flicks it up. Killa, a great block as Diesel takes it away. Diesel back down, and Cantaloupe Coop taking game 3. And the quality of shots that Cantaloupe Coop has been able to put on has been nothing short of wondrous, as They have a very punishing rotation style. Able to steal a lot of that boost starve him out, and with some superior aerial and ball control, it's kind of starve him out, taking a lot of the possession these past 2 games. And they're going to look to close it out here, trying to get that 3-1 series score, as they are on series point. Diesel. Take this one down and in. Stinky deflects it away. Good play there by Slaney. Slaney sticking with it. As Poke, great pass to Diesel. That one a high floater that forces the double commit. Slaney with a chance. Shot far side. Diesel right there, but Caden somehow able to save it. Stinky. The wave dash under as Poke gets a hit. Caden leaves that one up as Killa looks out towards mid. Broken up by Poke as he's bumped off. Stinky. Over to Caden as Diesel plays it back down towards mid. Killa deflected by Caden wide as Killa. Slaney past one. Has one to beat. Caden through midfield. The doink from Stinky up to Caden. No ceiling shot, but Killa able to try and put it down into him. What a shot that would have been. As Poke over to Slaney. He's going to look for a little bump rotation as Diesel was already in their net. Killa to midfield. Poke lets him take the 50 as Slaney just going to be waved off. Poke, 2v1 opportunity. Diesel down in front, and this one will be sent wide as Stinky. Long clear to the opposite corner. This one going to come back out in front. Caden. That one, a long clear that Diesel was able to get the deflection on. Poke takes the 50 instead. And he is able to put Ethos up 1-0. Diesel, a great touch. Forcing Stinky to come out. Didn't know which guy was going to challenge the ball. And Ethos on the board. Stinky. Deep towards mid as Diesel takes this one away. Killa. Up that sidewall, Diesel. It's sent away by Caden as Slaney gonna hop across. It's demoed for his trouble as Killa looks to break out the other way. Diesel trying to put it down to Slaney as he respawns. Diesel around one, the touch back by Caden as he takes it over his net. Looking for a little wall pinch as Slaney pushes it towards mid. Long clear by Killa as Diesel forces the corner. Killa back down in front, and Slaney, a huge save for Ethos as he was Johnny on the spot right out in front. Stinky, feet down in front. Good pressure here from Cantaloupe. Killa, the back pass over to Caden. Double tap as that one goes far. Stinky. Shot off the sidewall. The demo comes through, and now look out. Killa, last man as Caden respawns. Killa, a long shot that Poke. Take off the sidewall. Back down in front. Caden, shot to the short side, and he's able to bury it and tie this game up. Caden. Great ball control throughout the night. One of the leading shooters here for Cantaloupe as Stinky leaves this one for Killa. Shot deflected off the top of his car as Slaney comes across. Caden with some time. Forced the 50 out in front. Stinky with a shot. And a big save there by Poke. Caden off the sidewall. Slaney through one as Killa. Turn it back to corner. Over mid. Caden gets the deflection towards mid. Diesel up. He plays it right into the awaiting arms of Killa as the feed comes across to mid. Caden will take the deflection as Slaney goes over the top of one, but Stinky right there to recenter. Killa out in front, and he buries it. Killa has been so quick through the middle of the field, especially on those chances. That's his, I believe, third one where he's been right out in front off the pass from the corner. And like I said, the punishing rotational style of Cantaloupe allows him to go for those balls, as they do have that third man back so quick after the boost starve. Slaney, that's a good deflection mid. Chance here for Diesel. Shot on it in. And Diesel able to tie it right back up for Ethos. A quick breakdown field. I believe they're playing on US East servers, Skyro. Killa. Shot back down in front, and Killa buries it to the short side. So back and forth we go. Cantaloupe able to take that lead again. Killa takes the initial touch. Send it on to corner. Slaney through midfield. Stinky with a full head of steam. Tried to get that rebound as they took an awkward hop off the sidewall. Diesel. Poke looking for a demo as Killa was all set up in net. Poke. Can't get the deflection as Diesel cuts it back down. Diesel tried to wait that one up as Poke. The tag team with Slaney for a little pass here. Broken up by Stinky and Diesel. Again, looking for a little side pinch. Slaney wanted to just dish that away as Caden up. Need to get downfield. Ethos with 7 seconds left. Looking for a little buzzer beater. Slaney quick to this ball as Poke trying to help him out. Pass sent down, and Killa is going to try and kill this game off as Diesel tried to put it back to mid, and Cantaloupe able to get the 3-1 series dub. And Cantaloupe Coop come out strong. Their shot totals for the first 2 games were pretty outstanding. They did not let their foot off the gas pedal here tonight. Why all teams in that server? Why are there no teams on OCE? So I think they do have some OCE regional plays. I just cast East. So I know they have US East, US West, Europe, and I think they might have an OCE region, but I'm not quite terribly sure. I'll have to double check for you. But guys, that was our last game of the night. So if you guys can stick around for a raid, we're going to try and support one of the other IGL casters here. And guys, if you liked what you heard, like what you saw, please throw me a follow, as we are on our way to 1,000 followers, just eclipsed the 800 mark. And IGL, a huge part of that, coming in with all the support from the other community casters, from the indie gaming community just in general. So we will see who is live. As Sparky is live right now. We will throw him a... Oh, maybe he's not. Oh, no, he is. Alright, we're good. So we're just going to go raid him. So guys, thank you for all the support tonight. It's been a blast. Like I said, I try and stream every Tuesday and Thursday just to get some IGL games in, make sure everyone's happy. And we're heading into playoffs, so it should be even crazier, as we're going to have some returning undefeated teams. Calm Panda might show up. Virtue Esports has not lost on the stream either, so we'll look for them after week 2, as they're seeded in the top 1 or 2 spots, so they will not be playing in week 1 of playoffs. So we will check back for them. But that is going to be all for me tonight, guys. Thank you again for all the support, and we will be raiding good old Sparky as he's casting, I believe it's Eclipse versus Knights of RL. So a real high skilled matchup. I've cast Knights of RL before. So we're going to roll over to them. So peace and love. Everyone have a great night.
Siebes coming in, winning that face-off over Bejan. Despair tries to send it back over. Siebes leaves it. Ninja gets the touch off the wall. Can he get it around Siebes? He does. Can he get one more touch over to Bejan? And answering right back once again is Eclipse Esports.
And that was a nice solo play from Zach. He has really good ability to extend the play. It did not seem like he had many options there other than taking to the corner, but he's able to cut the ball back and get around two of those Knights defenders and be able to find Bejan. What a setup. They bring it back within one. Still plenty of time to go here in game number 5.
Bear going up, looking to send a pass off the sidewall. Flam's there to read it. Ninja now coming in, sending it back to the other corner. Siebes trying to come off of the ceiling to play